So I'm going to start by taking my horizontal measurements. I'm going to take my bust point measurements, placing my tape on my shoulder and marking 10 inches. And I'm also going to take my under bust measurement, and I'm also going to take my dart or chest line measurement. I'm just going to mark everything. So yeah. So after taking those measurements, I'm going to go ahead and draw a straight line across each of those points that I already made. The first one, my chest line measurement, my dart measurement. The second one, my bust measurement. The third one, my under bust measurement. So next up, I'm going to measure my neck width at 3 inches and my neck depth at 3 inches as well. And I'm going just to make a mark at those points. Then I'm also going to go ahead and mark my shoulder measurement at 7, which is 14 divided by 2, 7. So after that, I'm going to go down by 1 inch. 1 inch for my shoulder slope, and I'm just going to connect all my points together. So next up, I'm going to connect that point right there to that line to get my armhole measurement. So I'm going to go ahead and divide the measurement I have there by 2, and I'm going to make a mark at that point. So I'm going to mark my bust measurement, circumference of the bust divided by 4 at 8.5. I'm going to mark it on the dart line, on the bust line, and on the under bust line. Basically on all 3 lines, as you can see. Then I'm going to go in by half of an inch for the armhole tightness. And I'm just going to connect the 3 points, as you can see, together. So next, to get the dart, I'm going to be measuring half of my nipple to nipple measurement. I'm going to be marking it at, which is 8. I'm going to mark in 4.5 inches, half inch for the joining of the princess dart. I'm going to mark that on all the lines also. I'm going to mark 4.5 everywhere. Then after that, I'm going to connect the 3 lines together. So next up, I'm going to go ahead and extend the line by 3 inches downwards. I'm going to make a point right there. I'm going to go in again with my pattern master. I'm going to just extend the line downwards, as you can see me do. Then what I'm going to do next, I'm going to place my tape on the armhole, and I'm going to come down by 3 inches. Then I'm going to connect that 3 inches point to the point I have on my dart, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to connect it together using my pattern master. It's not going to be this straight when I'm cutting out on actual fabric, so please bear with me. So yeah, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go out by 1 inch, and that 1 inch, I'm going to extend that point that I have right there to the 1 inch. I really hope I'm making sense. I really hope that you're getting value from this video. So I'm just going to extend that point, as you can see. So the purpose of us doing this is to enable us have enough material when we are stitching the princess dart together. Then I'm just going to go ahead and extend it to the armhole point that we had already. I'm just going to just watch what I do, and it's really self-explanatory. So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do for the this is the front pattern, by the way. So for the back measurement, I'm going to be adding 2 extra inches, but I'm just going to illustrate that in this video. And the 2 extra inches is going to be at the front and not at this side. It's going to be for zip allowance. So I'm just doing that to show you how the back is going to be. I'm not going to be continuing with the measurement. I'm going to be working with what I already have, but I just wanted to like show you that for the sake of for reference purposes. So I'm going to continue with what I already have. I'm going to mark my waist measurements, which you just saw me do. Then I'm going to um, draw a straight line across. Remember, to get your waist measurement, you place your tape on your shoulder on the starting line, and you're going to mark at where you're at, mark it at your waist rather. So after doing that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide my waist measurement by 4. I'm going to do waist measurement for the back pattern first before I do for the actual pattern. Then whatever I have, I'm going to mark it and add an extra inches for the stitching and for allowance where necessary. So I'm just going to go ahead right now and connect the point I have. Remember, this point I made first was just to illustrate and show you how the back pattern will be, and it's going to be at the other side for the back pattern. It's going to be because that's where you actually need allowance more for the zipper. So I'm just going to go ahead and measure out my hips measurement divided by 4, and I'm going to mark it at that point right. So I'm going to mark my waist measurement, the actual one I'm using for this front pattern. And yes, I already did that. So I'm just going to connect all the points together. Remember to add your allowances when you are cutting on your actual fabrics. So I'm just going to use my pattern master, as you can see. And yeah, that's it, guys. Remember, if you're cutting for the back pattern, this 2 inches extra is going to be at the opposite end for the zipper. So yeah, we're not going to be dealing with that. We're not going to be cutting that out because it was just for illustration. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out everything that I have. I'm going to cut out the please watch closely what I do so you do not make mistakes, and you can actually like get it to right. It's really easy, it's really simple, and it's something that would not stress you. Actually, it's not as complicated as you might seem, just only if you practice. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the parts that I do not need, of course. And I'm going to go ahead also and cut the princess dart out. So after cutting, this is what we have. This is how it's going to look like when you are done with cutting. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching to this point. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do well to subscribe. Turn on the bell notification so that you'll be notified whenever I make a new video. I drop videos every week. I have tried to be consistent, and I'm going to try to be more consistent on here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you have questions or suggestions, if you'd like me to film any particular video, please do well to let me know, and I'll definitely do that. Thank you guys, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.